Here we go. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Good evening to you too, my love. Welcome. This should be interesting. I was going to go live earlier, ended up going to the park and ended up just having a wonderful time with nature prior to doing this live. So, a lot of releasing, joy, passion, anger, stillness, nothingness is the energy of like this entire eclipse that we're having. Well, approaching, really. We're approaching the lunar eclipse energy. So, welcome, y'all. Blessings to all. Let's get into the messages. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my ancestors and spirit guides. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see. 9:01 on the clock right now. If that's not lunar eclipse vibes, endings, 0 point, new beginning. It's go time. Let's see what messages we got, y'all. I split the deck. Rebirth. Let me grab a divine feminine card first. Scorpio is a feminine energy. We do have 1 month at the bottom of the deck. Let's see which divine feminine is pulling through right now. 902. I'm hearing most death in my head. 404. Divine feminine 414. The prophetess of the sacred way and the goddess of devotion are here with us in this message. The prophetess of the sacred way is the white buffalo calf woman. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. So the more familiar you are with your galactic signature, the more you will naturally just be tapping into this type of vibes. Okay. Then we have Parvati. She's also holding the trident, Neptune symbol. And Neptune is the god of the seas. But the goddess of devotion, Parvati, I am a love that doesn't leave, which makes that unconditional love. Humanity, many in this realm or on this planet have yet to experience unconditional love. And this here, full moon, flower, blood moon, full moon, lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio will realign that energy. Okay. So this is why you have been experiencing all that you have been experiencing. Now has come the time for you to see, like Akilanda's message, that all has been set for your liberation. The goddess of never not broken. It's not that you just don't, it's not that you don't get broken, you don't stay broken. The essence of the phoenix. Okay. You have your primordial forces just revving up within your soul right now. Whether this is something you're prepared for, it is doing what it must do in this current moment. You see, when they talk about when you connect the dots, here's one of those alignments where the dots just have to connect. By universal law, your emotions play a part, but it's really not at the forefront of this transformation. So, I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So we have Parvati. So beautiful. And the white buffalo calf woman. Let's get one more. Now, it's 906. Page 96 is Akilanda. Page 96 sure is her message. Okay. Ooh. We got the mystic of peace, Zhou Zhuangjing. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. So this is that Ace of Swords energy. This is aligning with that clarity and speaking your truth, but from a space that is non-judgmental, which means it is connected to unconditional love. Then you have the cosmic egg. As I sat here and rattled that's what I was making the rattle sound with. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. The divine feminine is. Okay. So for some of you, working with topaz could also help you when it comes to working with information that is from the other side or occult information. Okay. Which has a lot to do with November's energy, Sag energy. But it's also connected to that golden color, which is also connected to your solar plexus. There's a lot that's happening, okay, as far as the planets are concerned and the way they're transforming between now and July. I'll do another video separate for that specifically, but let me just get back to this. Let me see what messages we got here. I got the tarot deck in my hand. What's the message? What's going on? What's going on? This is all about you being of peace. When your mind is clear, this deck is in reverse, but when your mind is clear, it's showing you you'll be reuniting with that which brings you emotional fulfillment. 10 of Cups, Mars energy. This starts with you. This starts with you. So whatever it is that is blocking you from reconnecting with that inner child so that way you can experience the abundance of unconditional love in this here now moment, which is still where the inner child thrives if you allow it to. That moment is here for you right now. You have the opportunity in this moment, collective, to celebrate with the inner child, the maiden, the mother, the maiden, and the crone within you, basically. or the sun, moon, and the stars, father, mother, son, however you want to put it. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Oh, Ace of Swords and that Five of Wands. This is why they're saying be of peace. So much is about to come to the surface, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Y'all know how full moon energy is. Okay. And top of that, you got a lunar eclipse. Top of that, the shit is in Scorpio. Bruh. Like, you feel me? So the message right now, if there's something that you want to shift in your life, the message right now, if you know better, you better make sure you do better. Better make sure you stand 10 toes down and respond to situations. Don't react to them. You already know the energy is intense. If you know the energy is already intense, okay, and you know what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it, and when the opportunity presents itself to you, why would you do something opposite than what you already know? We are in that age of Aquarius, which has plenty to do with, what do you know? We went from faith believing to faith knowing. You spent a nice good 2,000 years, whether if your soul was here in this lifetime or another lifetime, doesn't matter. Okay, spent the last 2,000 years figuring this shit out. What you believe in, now it's time for you to know what that is. And if it's not something that serves you when it comes to knowing what that is, you better take that sword of clarity and go to work and cut all of this out by removing yourself from the situation. Come on now. You got a whole sword versus these rods or sticks. Now, granted, this is Five of Wands now. The only issue why this is not a threat to this is because everybody over here don't know what they're supposed to be doing. They don't know the power of this energy. So they're misusing it. Ten of Cups was your first card out. Okay. This is the epitome of whatever it is that's surrounding you better bring you this type of bliss also. It has to add to whatever it is that you already are investing within yourself. This is that type of time. If you want to tread the waters of those things that no longer serve you. Now here's the thing with that. The effects of that may not even come for you. That shit may hit the next generation. And now let's say we're speaking from the way we are right now, but from that realm. Okay, you see how you call on your ancestors and then you call some of them by name. Some of them gonna call some of y'all by name, but because certain things weren't done right now. However, there's always a polar opposite to something. There's always a way to shift it. But to shift from that, you're going to have to be a warrior to do that. And then guess what now? Okay. We are in this season where Aries is going into, the vibes of certain parts of your personality or certain planets that's going to get you to stand up for yourself and really come for this energy with clarity. That you slice right through it without even being around it. Moving like air, Really, that's what that is. Ace of Swords is air energy, which means when it comes to your mind, there's nothing that can cloud your judgment unless you allow it to. You know this now. Before I keep running my mouth. The Divine Feminine card then came out. And then the Prophetess of the Sacred Way. Greetings, y'all. Greetings, Divine Links, Lydia, Starseed, and the D. What up, baby? Let's see what messages we got from this deck here. From the deck. Alba Bandera's deck. Here we go. Let's see something. Maternal. So some of you, this maternal energy could be exactly. Ooh. Wow. Gemini energy is coming through because that's the royal star of Aldebaran, which is 9 degrees of Gemini, which would make that, let's say, 29th of May vibes. That may be significant to some of you, or Taurus. To have a clear mind, make sure your thoughts are on paper. To have a clear mind, make sure your thoughts are on paper. Imagine yourself as being the portal where souls have to descend in order to get to Earth. There's a certain type of logistics you would have to know of. Put your thoughts on paper, though, for this to become clear. That's how big this is that you're building. Okay. That's how big this is that you're building, that you have to go, that you decided to go through certain processes, spiritual journeys on your own. You know how authentic you are. This is connected to Perpetua, the saint of authenticity. But this message is asking you to make moments of gratitude a priority. Make it moments of gratitude, okay, of priority. You're going to find yourself distancing yourself from things that obviously don't bring that in. So now, yes, that creates combative-like energy around you. You want clarity. You have the clarity as to where you want to direct your energy after coming out of this clouded judgment of it. Realizing that you were in control of this, but you allow the outside world to take over, but not anymore, right? Not anymore. 322. Archangel Raphael again. Heart chakra. Refining the heart to bring mind, body, and soul as one. Spirit child. You're either obviously a child of the divine, but on a whole nother level. That this is why you were given the power of the magician, but you had to really go through experiences to test your ability to be able to handle the sword, pull the sword out the rock type of vibes. Then you have Shamanic Journey. For some of you, that's what you have been on or still on or will be on. integration of spirit and soul with the body, collecting all fragments of the soul. For some of you, breath work could be highly significant as well. You're realizing the importance and how that flows for you, especially when it comes to pulling down your visions, what it is that you want to manifest into the 3D. Some of you are Leos in here, or this could have something to do with your solar plexus, which has a lot to do with your instincts, trusting your instincts when it comes to what it is that you want to create, not allowing the outside world to dictate what you're doing. You allow that to happen. Doesn't matter who it is, you allow it to happen until you tell yourself, yeah, enough is enough. Then you decide to change it. Affirmations. Continue to do your affirmations. Some of you are really connected to Ophiuchus. You may be Ophiuchus energy. Imhotep, Medusa. But you have both light and dark, as we all do. But you are one who is connected to that, as we all are and should be. You have the feminine and masculine within you. One side of you is poisonous, the other side is healing, but you're learning how to merge the two. In doing so, you bring forth great power. The power that connects you as the chosen one, giving you the ability and the keys to be able to connect with the ancient creator or your holy parents that speak through you, letting you know it is finished. Look up Gematria, 1020, 1156. Okay. Definitely below the surface, baby. That's where I come from, baby. Some of you get more familiar with your human design, know how to operate in this world. The information is there. People know this about you, but you don't know this about yourself. No more, though. Let the vibe seduce you, it says. Some of you may want to detox as well. 921. Yeah. You got to lighten the load on in every aspect of you, mind, body, and soul. You got to lighten the load. So that way it doesn't step you back into this space of indecision and really focusing on what people want you to do rather than you know what you want to do. Let the vibe seduce you, not the words. Here you will see the intent of the energy that, yes, you attract. There's your confirmation. You had the divine feminine come out. What was her message? The divine feminine holds the universe within her, or within it is an energy, right? It is the force of ever expanding love. Obviously, it's the place of creation. Excuse me. It is the place of creation. There isn't much light in that space. So your moment of darkness is a very powerful moment. The process of gestation is a very powerful moment. Do not discredit that. Do not discredit yourself. Do not discredit your experience. Okay? Release the judgment, the over judgment you got going on about yourself. That shit ain't gonna help you. And if you're the one that's chosen to help your bloodline thrive, then you're gonna have to really get the fuck about that energy and really shift. Enough is enough. We didn't come here for that. Okay? Especially if you are divine feminine, God, goddess energy. Like it says here, divine feminine, queen to an empress, just like you got here. Now, for some of you, second deacon Leo. So this is a person that is ruled by Jupiter in Leo. And they would be born between August 2nd and August 11th. That could be significant, or this could be you. Or this could be an ancestor that is letting you know that your brain is instructing the rest of your body. Let me see. This is your journey on planet Earth in order for you to evolve. You're definitely a chosen one. That's for fucking sure. Wanting crescent. Healing, soothing, surrendering. Some of you were born during the balsamic moon. Let's see what the lunar eclipse has for you all right now. We're just going to pull multiple messages because it could be anything for anybody at this point. You know what I mean? Let me get some of these Intuit Oracle messages. Let's see. What does the collective need to know right now? What does the collective need to know? Well, for sure. Okay. In her last reading. Oh, you know what? I was wondering because I'm like, what is going on now? Welcome, y'all. Welcome, Hourglass by Jazz Fam. That is Sistren right there. You feel me? Yeah. Look at this. 3 and 5. Change. 8. To some of you, maybe 35, or you about to approach that. And this is what you're getting prepared for. Ooh. Some of you are connected to Pleiadians. Ashe. Wow. I feel y'all. That's what's up. So let's see. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. Something told me. Because she shares a birthday with one of my special guides. So I already know, like, you are a Pleiadian. Okay. Welcome, beloved. Welcome to this feline's journey. Look at that. Rainbow. Patience pays off. Serendipity. Godsend. Let's see what the message is. Let's see what your message is. Wow. Dynamite for real. Your energy is definitely dynamite. And this is the lunar eclipse message. Okay. Now, normally with the eclipse, right? The change doesn't happen immediately, but you'll see something happen within 6 months. Now we did see that 1 month card, which keeps on pulling up. So this vibe over here, whatever it is that you're doing, there's a major transformation that's happening within the month. So between now and 6/15, wow, that's between now and when we get to Cancer, which is the portal of rebirth, because that's the womb. Just be mindful. Remember that some of you are experiencing a lot of fruits of your labor, but you're also still in labor for something else that's coming in. Okay. And that's for some of you, June, July. Okay. Leo energy is popping out very strongly right here. Then we have constellation, 3 of Cancer. Exchanging data in connection with a large amount. You see how you hear luck being when preparation meets opportunity? You're the opportunity that preparation is waiting to meet in connection with a large amount. There's a major catalyst for change. For some of you, it was a breakup. You needed that. You asked for something more. Okay? And there were things that you needed to do that you subconsciously didn't know or realize that you were lacking. For some of you, there were certain relationships that had to go. And it happened unexpectedly and it happened fast. All of a sudden. Here's what's next. Okay. Direction change. Fork in the road. 57. Is that Pluto and Virgo? Okay. Off the rip, Some of you are connected to parents who weren't able to exercise this gift fully. So there's a part of that suppression that's flowing through, and that's what you're releasing right now. If there are certain things that you can't put your finger on. Something wrong with that. Yeah. Generational. Have the urn. Cancerian energy again, 575. There's a major change that's happening within the maternal bloodline of it all. And that would make a lot of sense because that is also connected to Aries, the first house, which is the grandmother's energy. On either side, maternal or paternal, the grandmother on each side. Some of you carry like the residue. Oh, shit. Some of you carry the residue of the karma, right? And this full moon, which is uprising from the ashes, because ashes is the residue of a shit that no longer serves you. That don't mean the shit's pretty, though. Okay? So, the other thing with Cancer, all right, being the polar opposite to Capricorn, which is why you have that row card, is a completion of all of your past lives, your karmic past lives, or your karmic lessons, whether this life or another one. And this is why some of you are at a fork in the road. Excuse me. Because you're mastering another Capricorn energy again. 9. See, completing it. Straight like that. Some of you, you were the change in this lifetime, this generation. Which is why you experience a lot of loss. Some of you moved around a lot too. Even experienced levels of poverty. Breakups again coming out here. For some of you, you're learning what unconditional love actually is through reparenting yourself, which means that you're learning to love yourself all over again. Look at that. Yeah, you got Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, 348 or 843, 1943. August 1943 could be significant for some of you. This may be your grandmother. Exploring. And then we have here, wow, shitting me. Exploring. And then you see, mind you, when I took these two out, I did not know that this was here. There's divine intervention when it comes to this here, the mind. The mind is being reset if you allow it to go through this transformation. You have to trust the unknown. You're going to have to trust it. Remember, about the 2,000 years, you have more than enough time to really get connected to the other side of things, right? And realize that the spiritual is the real. For real, for real. One of my things is death must die. The perception of the way death is, that's what must die. Yeah, we in the underworld over here. Okay? Yoga. Let your booty do that yoga. Flex. Spend some time alone. Circulate time alone. We're not going to spend that. Circulate time. Time is the body. Circulate moments with your body alone. Take a break from all. See, look at that inner child healing. What they need to know about that? Why is this so important? Why is this so important? Unresolved issues. Yes, see this. Yes, see the right. Now, Pisces energy. So this is why they want you to go deep within. Sumerians even flexing with this type of image too. Some of you, all you got to do is just read and just watch certain movies, and your cells remember certain things. It's not so much talking to your family members. See, ain't so much talking that you want to be doing right now. You want to be the observer. You want to really be observing what's going on. Everything that you watch, even everything that you're drawn to watch. Look up the spiritual meaning behind these things. 3555 on the timer. Okay. Some of you, that's all you need, is to put the bigger picture together. And there's a lot of films out there. But the thing is, the more that you're reading, here's the thing, the more that you're reading and you're taking in and you're curating the energy based on what you take in, right? There's going to come a point where you look at the same thing you have already looked at thousands of times, and you've heard this before. But the more you evolve and the more you make the complex simple, this is when you start to see these geometric figures or shapes and calculations and shit, because now the universe is like, oh, you realize how simple this is. It's not so difficult, is it? You realize that you've been complicating this because you were out of balance, being too emotional. It's okay. I felt bamboozled too. From the quantum leap in connection with my time in the 5D. Yes. Putting all these pieces together. There may be even certain instances where you have dreams, and what it is that you're going towards may be in there in your dreams, but or for some of you may be a nightmare because it's a wake-up call. What you want may be in your dream as a villain or as something that is attacking you because it's calling your ass. But the thing is, you're unable to see this as an opportunity if you're still holding on to something else that is part of your DNA structure or your belief system. Because this is what now your mind starts to pick up and say, oh, this is what we have going on here. Let's keep this moving. Programs. You can change them. It's important to look at your children's natal chart too, just to see if they even should be in school, if they're the ones that learn on their own. So, there we are. Phoenix. Straight. That's a message in itself. D on that. Gay. Some of y'all better get yourselves ready for the moment of your lives. This is Scorpio, Aries, Pluto, Mars energy coming out, pulling out the cards, and then at the bottom of the deck, what's at the top? Music playing outside, bumping. Yeah, some of y'all got a real Aries energy approaching y'all. They about that life. They know. They about that life spiritually, in the streets, physically, everything. They know. Look at this library. I don't like the one in the city though. Anywho. Capricorn energy once again. Knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, documents, search secrets, looking beneath the surface to find what exactly? Y'all really out here talking about his chestnut checkers. Looking beneath the surface, strategizing, planning, checkmate, thinking ahead. That's how y'all feel. Tyva? Oh, okay. Some of y'all are the heartbreaker. What's this all about? Let me see. Yeah, it's okay. It's all mental. It'll everybody will be fine. It's a win-win outcome for all. Even if this is you, if somebody done left your life, just know it's for a higher purpose. I'm blunt with the messages. Get over it and get over it quick. Okay, get it. You love people. That doesn't end, but look at it as an experience. This is something your soul needed to evolve to get you to the next level, to get you to where you're really supposed to be. Okay? You don't want to get stronger lifting the same weight because you're going to plateau. You're going to want to go up another level. Okay? What's this here? A whole nother level, because now you're going up to the pioneer. Being bold. Navigating uncharted territory. Resourceful. Trailblazing. Leo again. Some of you got water goddesses that are in sync with you. That's your crew. There's water spirits that is your crew. Let me go to the this deck here. Ooh, okay. You got the Secret. This is from the Hidden Worlds, The Secret, number 40. Okay. For some of you, when it comes to a move, there's something that you have to know about yourself in order for you to quantum leap. And this is part of the journey too, or why you experience so many forks in the road. Then you have Temple of Dreams. Okay. Sacred dreams, prophecies, and dream journeys. Tell me about this energy right here. Tell me about the Temple of Dreams, the collective. What can we tell them? Some of you, certain relationships are literally there in order for you to uncover certain mysteries about yourself, but you held on longer than you were supposed to. Virgo, Pisces could be significant. Yeah, spiritual wound. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Taurus, Scorpio. I transform, I have. Wake up, your soul is rising with the frequency of the planet. When it comes to sacred dreams, prophecies, or your dream journeys, or the temple of dreams, when it comes to the unknown and mysteries that are being uncovered to you, has a lot to do with your soul waking up with the frequency of the planet. Right now, we got the North Node and South Node in Taurus and Scorpio. Nothing's going to get in your way. Nothing's going to get in the Empress's way, Earth's way, the frequency of the planet's way, to connect with the frequencies within you if you are the one carrying this energy in order for it to expand. Answer the call. Answer the call. Get out of neutral. No more stalling. Peace enters your life when you surrender. Some of you, when it comes to your human design, you may be a reflector, which makes you part of the 1% of people when it comes to human design. You're highly sensitive to surrounding energies. You learn to live by the moon cycles. Everything that you absorb is reflected into the world. This is reflector's energy of human design. Then we have I can, I will. Source wants you to set up a meeting with your soul so you can take the blindfold off. A gift in secret, pacifies and turns away anger, and a bribe in the lap, strong wrath. You're learning what unconditional love and not to be fucked with no more in any area of life. Because enough is enough. Okay? You're a soul who loves deeply, who loves passionately, who loves unconditionally. If that's not you just yet, you're learning that. You're at least taking the moment out of your day to say, you know what, let me watch something that can help me to personally develop. Some of you are learning this from yourself too, for yourself, not to bribe others, because this is why you get that wrath. Some people may not even know why they even respond that way. It's because they know what the underlying or the intention is. But it says here, forgive. For some of you, that's a Taurus. Taurus is highly significant. Scorpio again. Y'all see this shit, nah? See this? North node, south node, Taurus, Scorpio. This is huge right now. And the fact that we are in this lunar eclipse, full moon, this is not a game, y'all. What's the message? What's the message for the collective? I'm gonna go to Isis after this. Page of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, so some of you could be receiving a message of love from somebody highly unexpected. Could be an earth sign, Taurus specifically. Pale blue may be significant. They may have something to do with beauty. Emerald. Attraction to the neck, throat could be something as well. This person could be fierce and gentle. Could work with property if it's a Scorpio. This is an energy that is an ancient god of the dead and the netherworld. Highly intuitive. Topaz energy is on this. Okay, there goes that. There goes the topaz. Some of you could be born on a Tuesday, knowing that moon cycle is going to be significant for you as well. What's Taurus, Scorpio message here? Wow, Two of Cups, Page of Coins, and the Death card. Shit. For some of you, this could be a Scorpio. However, this is a message that came before. Like if this is somebody returning, they really had to go to the underworld and speak with Anubis and really transform everything to be able to come back. This reminds me of Mario too, like when he gets the coin and then being able to balance the divine feminine and masculine within. Now, this could be the divine feminine or the divine masculine, any of you here. But this is the masculine side of you that's rebalancing itself with the feminine energy that has been suppressed for so long. This is kind of like Venus never seen, Mars never seen Venus this way. It's like Mars is the god of war, but then Venus came through with this I give birth to you energy, and if I want to turn up, I will turn up. So balance this shit out, and I won't have to. That's what that felt like. Balance this shit out, or I won't have to. Now you see Mars looking for that Ace of Swords. Like, let me get clear about this. So the part of you that takes action is, let me get clear about the ways I'm going to take action, not to allow anyone to take advantage of me, because that's what Venus was used to doing. But now Venus done stepped it on up. She's been chilling in the underworld. It's a whole nother being now. This is that Persephone energy. Five of Swords. What's under that? Judgment. Okay, excuse me now. Five of Swords speaks of conflicting conversations. Once you have them, then you can finally heal. Or some of you need to finally make that decision where there's a conversation that you want to have that you don't even need to have. It's kind of like waiting for closure. What you waiting on? You better close that yourself. Okay. It's kind of like when you're doing manifestation work, focus on the energy that you want. Yeah, it may also be connected to a person, but focus on the energy. If it is that person, then there'll be a vibrational match to what it is, the energy that you want to attract into your life. Because if you're focused on a person, but yet still 50-55 on a timer, you have this energy that you want to attract into your life, being focused on a particular person, they may not check all the boxes of the energy that you want. So now you got that 20 versus that full 100 that you should have got. But we could always change, right? That's the beauty of life. You can always change. And I feel like that's the fuckery of the world, that you feel like things cannot change. Not seeing y'all, okay? But this could be the underlining factor as to why certain things move the way they do. That's why I say ignorance is not bliss. Every day the world outside of you is changing. What makes you think that you... Bruh. Tower moment. What's the tower moment? That's the pulling of the edges back. Oh, tower moment comes while you sitting here chilling, ain't doing nothing. 3 of Cups in that. What is going on now? Hold on, let me see. For some of you, the tower was being still. Some of you expected the tower to be something completely different, but it was like the most still moment of your life. The most still moment of your life. 3 of Wands. Well, for some of you, that was the tower where things weren't moving forward at all. But that was all based on what you were feeling about it. Emotions connected to the past, or emotions connected to karma. Moon in Cancer, 4 of Cups. But here we now have divine intervention to close out the cycle. Justice is being... We're good. What? If you wanted to know what divine intervention, what the reward is, it's justice. It's the balance of the scale, which is literally the lunar eclipse energy, because where it's going to be at, what was that? New moon's energy. But there was a point where it was in the center of Libra scales, which is basically you going through your own judgment season of your heart being as light as a feather. Isis. We're almost there. We're almost to the end here. Divine sisterhood. Ashe. We in here. Lady of the Stars. Let's see what Isis' message is. I did like this because I'm seeing how much of the Scorpio energy is pulling through. Goddess of 10,000 names, Isis, endless emanations of the priestess. Let me get one more. Lunar Queen. She of the celestial crescent. And then the high priestess. Man, where did I even put? All right. Goddess of 10,000 names. And we'll close this off with the Lunar Queen. Goddess of 10,000 names. Isis, with many names, forms, associations, and expressions, is referred to as the goddess of the 10,000 names. A name holds power. It defines and energizes or limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being, yet you exist beyond them, beloved initiate, as a vast being. You are currently realizing that you are not limited by previous identities you held. Instead, you are becoming more of your whole self, enjoy the uncovering of even more of you. This oracle indicates that there's a spiritual name waiting for you on the inner planes. The name may come from various spiritual traditions as a name of a deity or a sacred mantra. Or it could be an actual name that you can sound out and use in meditation or sacred temple activities with spiritual groups. That name may also simply be a note, an inner awareness of a sound, and it can be sourced by going into your heart, almost felt more than heard or spoken. This spiritual name is coming to you to help you deepen your connection with yourself. Like any other identity, it is just a representation for a time. You do not need to pack up your old life in search of an entirely new one unless your heart deeply guides you with peace and neutrality that this is what is needed for your spiritual growth. There is nothing to lose except old limitations and so much wonder and joy to be gained. The Lunar Queen. Allow yourself to be still enough to observe what's going on around you. That is the strongest message that's coming through from this. A lot of you have the knowing. Now has come the time where you are the one who has to model that knowing. It's not so much to your words. It's by what you do that's going to cause this great transformation. Okay. The Lunar Queen. There is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment as essential balancing to our actions of power and demonstration. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now, trusting that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new phase. Release and enjoy the process without having to control or force it. This is going to bring us back to the new moon solar eclipse that we had, and we're going to bring it into where we at now. The quiet times are dark moon energies, the times when you will sense from your inner wisdom, your body wisdom, that you are in need of replenishing and percolation. The other times When you feel the inner oven timer has rung and it is time to get that delicious meal on the table, your body will urge you to dance, to act, to communicate, to be bold, and to take steps. These are full moon energies. Your body will help you know where you are at and what you need. The flow between the dark moon and the full moon and all phases in between is constant. In allowing that flow, even several times in a day or an hour, you will maximize your creativity and allow your life to manifest creative project after creative project, should you so choose. You will feel great in a harmony, wellness, and connection. This oracle is a reminder that the feminine wisdom is not widely accepted in Western culture as yet, with its distorted view of what constitutes productive behavior. The Lunar Queen is quite a radical. You will need to really believe in your own wisdoms and give yourself great support and trust your own body wisdom in as you learn to operate in this more intuitive, flexible, responsive, feminine way. The oracle tells you that the Lady Isis, and the spiritual guidance that cares for you, completely encourages and supports you in being strong and giving yourself absolute permission to rest when needed, to honor your creative cycles for greatest productivity and quality. The Lunar Queen incantation. The Lunar Queen, Lady Isis. This is on page 203. Or was it at the bottom? It was around there somewhere, but 203. The Lunar Queen, Lady Isis, goddess of night, help me now to follow the neutral light of the shining moon in all her flow. I release force and fear, help me let go. Guided by the crescent moon, now I am open to receive great boon. The Lunar Queen, Lady Isis, goddess of the night. Help me now to follow the neutral light of the shining moon in all of her flow. I release force and fear, help me let go. Guided by the crescent moon, now I am open to receive great boon. The Lunar Queen, Lady Isis, goddess of the night. Help me now to follow the neutral light of the shining moon in all her flow. I release force and fear, help me let go. Guided by the crescent moon, now I am open to receive great boon. Are you open to receive? Because this is the portal. It's a lot of chaos, but you know how to bring the order to the chaos by just being your authentic self. Tap more into the house that Jupiter is transiting for you as it's in the sign of Aries, giving you that power of your self-expression. Each moment that you express yourself, it brings you more of your power of yourself, reclaiming your power each and every moment you express yourself. Each time that you do, if you're not reclaiming your power in the most unconditionally loving way, then what are you doing? I love you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you new subscribers from Hourglass by Jazz. I love you, mama. You already know the vibes, boo. All right, y'all. And I'll see you next time.